on the BroCast, the world's worst podcast in the world. And we have been quiet for a week, but do we have a good show for you today? Today I gotta do the introductions. I got Mr. the Simulation Boy living in Sweden, eating his chocolate bar right now. Oliver Mikael, and then we have Mr. Influenza, the boy who is the principal guy. He's got principals all over in Finland, all over the world. Jerry Didrik. And then, of course, yours truly, the man, the legend, living over in Malta, Robbie Wilhelm. Welcome to the chat today. What are you guys doing?
What am I doing?
We can't hear you, Oliver.
He's muted.
I was muting because I was eating. Sorry.
Yeah, okay, perfect. But let's start with Jerry has been now for the first time 1 week without streaming because you've been sick, right?
Yes.
Or have you been lying to us?
I got some pollen allergies. It got out of control. I had so much mucus in my nose. It was kind of crazy, and I felt like it felt like a normal fever, basically.
Corona
So
all week.
Corona. Yeah, we were talking about that. So you were this down by a normal pollen or influenza. Imagine what the coronavirus would do. Do you think it is humbling because you were talking a lot of things that you're going to do a video every day and you're never going to fail and stuff like that? How does it feel now that you have not been able to produce content for a week?
I mean, it wasn't due to laziness or anything like that. I just literally was unable to do it. And if I made a video while I was sick, it would have been pretty bad. And I did make like 4 videos and streamed twice while I was basically dying in front of the camera.
But it's good to have back. You had a really good flow going on, and I think everyone listening now on Twitch are glad to have you back because Mr. Mario Boy is back on track.
Mr. Mario.
It's moody.
I mean, I was missing you on stream, man. And I was missing you on Tuesday, Thursday.
Unlucky.
Every Tuesday and Thursday and Sundays, he says.
That's why
I was waiting to moderate the chat.
That's why you have to follow me on Twitter so you can get the live updates on my schedules.
All right, but now at least you appreciate being healthy now, and you're ready to get back into.
Maybe. I was actually feeling super, super bad yesterday.
But today,
Yesterday.
you feel good.
But today I feel
But how do you feel today? We don't care about yesterday.
okay. I'm on.
I think we're
medication.
we're going in the right direction at least. Oliver, right now I see that you have a new microphone. Is it true?
This is a new microphone, yes.
Yeah. You just have to be conscious about on what level you are. If you go backwards, you can
don't
hear
like way when like this.
Yeah, no SAMR things. AMSR, SAMR. I don't know what it is, but none of that on this podcast. Jerry, you were talking about a new computer, or is that
Hey,
Show us, Jerry.
We got some sweet ass Ryzen 7 processor with the AMD. I don't know. It came with it. The RGB fans. We got the RGB RAM. We got the LED fan on the back. Our old video card. It's like a GTX 1060, I think. And you can't really see anything else. It lights up. It looks
good. It looks good.
What?
It looks strong.
Look at this bad already.
I don't understand half of what you're saying, but it looks good. It looks like you have a disco party inside.
Well,
it sounded great.
I should be able to stream. I should be able to stream Warzone and games like that. Because I upgraded my CPU.
Meet you in the Gulag.
Hey. Okay.
Gulag is, Robbie, it's a meme on the internet. Warzone, Call of Duty. It's a game, and when you die,
Yeah.
you go to the prison place, and you get 1v1 a guy, and if you win, you go back to the map. So
Okay.
it's like meet you in the gulag.
So you can be there forever if you don't go back, or if you
No,
don't
no.
win.
If you lose, you die. You die forever. You have one try.
Aha. Okay. So
But if you win, you come back to the boys.
yeah, that's really interesting. I remember from the CS Counter-Strike times when you were always waiting until everyone is dead, except the one that wins the game.
There's a new like a new game called Valorant. It's almost like CS:GO, like Counter-Strike, but it has like you can choose a hero, a character that has different abilities. But other than that, it has the same sort of shooting and the same game mode, search and destroy, like in Counter-Strike, with the bombs and the use of all of it.
Nice.
Okay, I know that you're too young for this, but when I was in high school, Counter-Strike was the thing. Like everyone was waiting for it to be the break because we had 15 minutes break, and then we could go to the computer saloon and sit down and play Counter-Strike for 15 minutes and then go back to class. And we were waiting always for the what's it called, like the computer class, because everyone was sitting there and playing CS.
Was this in your sports school?
No, this was in regular high school.
It was the same thing in my computer science school.
Yeah.
Me and Jakob Hanneman just played Counter-Strike all day, every day. Every recess and whatever, we just played Counter-Strike against each other. But he was he was way too good for me. He always kicked my ass.
Okay.
And also, if you walked around the classroom, because it's a computer science class, right? So everyone's a geek, and the computers usually blocked a lot of things. You couldn't do a lot of them on them. But everyone had like a USB stick or whatever, play Counter-Strike. And if you walked around, everyone was playing Counter-Strike, and when the teacher came around, they just alt tab.
I have heard that in those kind of schools, the teachers, they know what's happening behind the screen, but they don't want to take the fight. So they would rather stand behind the screens and imagine that everyone is listening to them than go to look at every individual screen, because if they go, they have to take the fight and everyone has to go out and stuff like that. So they don't want to take the fight, so they stand there and they hope in their heart that everyone is listening.
Yeah, and teacher have a 45-minute time that they have to teach the children.
Yeah, so not every teacher is like
they can't take the fight. They don't have time, dude.
Not every teacher is like thinking, yeah, I'm in this job because I want to change the world. No. Some of them is just they have been there for 10 years and that's their job now. So it's
they had the teaching plan and just want to get over with it.
Yeah, I think in the beginning, of course, when you come out of the school of teachers and you're new, you want to go out, you want to crush it. Then the first lecture, you have someone who says "fuck you," and you sit down.
They started implementing like a system where they could record everyone's screen, and they put up the screens on their like big screen. If someone was playing a game or whatever, see them playing the game up in front.
Okay, but did the teacher look at it?
Yeah, the teacher was looking at it all the time.
Okay.
I've been thinking a lot about this lately, that the technology must have worsened the school experience, because now they can check everything. Like when you do a test online or when you do like all the homework, you have to give them the homework online. So that's they can always check if you've done it or not. But when it was in paper, things were like all over the place, so they couldn't keep the same check on you.
Yeah,
I remember like
good
when
thing that you can't cheat anymore.
No, no. But I mean, like for example, not being in school. This changed already when I was in school. So when you were in school, Robbie, they only, if you're gone from a class, they only wrote it on papers or they just remembered in their head. But when I was in school, they had a computer system where they just press if you're gone or not.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
You know,
So
they had that in my school as well. I had like I think I had 600 hours missing,
okay.
and then I got kicked from it.
Yeah, that's why you're in the grocery store.
It's true. It's true.
Okay. But yeah, before on my times, it was more about reputation. So it wasn't. They couldn't always know how many hours you have been born and how bad you have been, and I didn't get like point system. But you had a reputation. So some teachers liked you more, and some teachers liked you less because they had heard something that someone else said in the class, like the teacher's coffee room and stuff like that. So I remember one class I went for. It was this Finnish teacher, and I had a special lecture with this teacher for 1 hour only, and I went to the class, and it took 5 minutes. We hadn't even started the class before she threw me out of there, because I had a reputation to be like a, I don't know,
What's the boy?
Bad
Bad
boy.
boy.
bad boy.
Been a
Yeah,
bad boy. Robbie.
Bad boy.
but back to the computer things. Jerry got a new computer. Oliver got a new microphone. But I'm thinking about buying a laptop or a new stationary screen. So what I want to be able to do is to be able to take my laptop or my stationary computer with me in a backpack or with me in my suitcase, so I can travel or move wherever in the world and work. Have a setup that I just set up my shop in a hotel room or wherever I can find the internet. So what do you think, guys? Is it better to buy a laptop or is it better to have a stationary computer nowadays?
For your kind of lifestyle, I'd recommend having a laptop. You've been living in 3 different countries the last 2 years. You never know what the next year is gonna give you. And if you have a laptop, you can just put it in your like small travel bag and do whatever you want. If you have a stationary, I bet you'd be in Malta forever.
No, I don't think I'm gonna be here forever. But I was thinking, like, because I would like to be able to stream everywhere and to make videos everywhere. So how do you think it's better to have a stationary or laptop for streaming?
Stationary
you?
is always better. You'll get
Yeah.
way more performance for the price. But I don't know. I feel like if you only move like even just every month, you could still do with a stationary. Bring it with you somehow. You'd get a small desktop computer. Get a small screen. Maybe something more portable, you know. And then just put it all in a bag. Get out of there.
Okay, so
You could even
one
use.
of you says
You can
Actually,
even use. You could even use
there's,
sort of
there's
the.
small stationary computers as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you could use the the laptop bags that are padded and stuff. You could put the screen in there, so it doesn't break on travel.
So then instead of having the laptop, it's the screen that takes the same amount of space, and then just a pouch or somewhere where I can have a smaller computer.
And computers can be like this size.
Yeah, and then I just have the mouse, and I already have a mouse like this, so it's
The mouse you can just throw anywhere, man. Stick it in your pants, and you'll get a bigger bulge.
Yeah. And then I can have this keyboard under my jacket,
Yeah.
opening it, typing.
Yeah. Type will go.
Exactly. Then I can have a camera on my shoulder,
Yeah.
chatting
Hey,
on.
chats.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Welcome
Okay,
to my
chat.
live
What do you
stream.
think about this? I see a lot of guys. Should I take this line or this line? Coffee or tea? What do you think? I take tea. What do you guys think about my new studio?
I like the new background. The Buddha is gone. Maybe it was a good thing.
Yeah, it definitely looks better. I
You
like
look more professional now.
Yeah, I got some new lights. Check these out.
Nice.
So they give a
Interior.
better mood in the background, and I still need to have a key light, so I'm gonna look smooth in the face. But I'm pretty proud of it now. So
Like
now
this one?
my YouTube videos is gonna be better as well. Ooh. Yeah, something like that. Where did you buy that?
I don't know.
Just
In
over eBay.
Ullared, Sweden, I think. It was like 3
Aha,
euros.
okay.
It's
What?
very cheap.
I was looking at key lights, and this guy in the photo laboratory thing, he he tried to sell me something for 300 euros, and it was 3 of them. So I was like, no, I can't take 3 of them.
Guys, stop, guys.
Not 3. I want to have 1. But yeah, if you want to have really good lights, both in photography and in video, then having the more expensive stuff is better. But you can do it with less as well. You just have to have more of these props and stuff like that to feel the mood.
I was thinking about buying one of those lights because I also need, for when the sun is down, I need a light in my face. Because otherwise, the screens, if you see when I put down the window here, see how all my lighting change like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I need a light behind the camera to just keep me lit up all the time. So it doesn't do this.
Like mine.
If this looks like
It's very cheap.
Yeah, maybe you could have some light that gives you a little bit of a tan as well.
or I could
I
just
can
get
send
it
you like some bronzer. What's it called? Brun utan sol. Brown without sun. Why do you put it on? I do it for the stream, man. I don't want to look like a vampire.
None of those vampire streams work.
This is my aesthetic though.
Yeah.
Look at Miyawi knows in the chat. Gamer girl, beauty guru lights. It's this one. Gamer girl.
Exactly. That's what you are.
I mean,
But
I
see,
have
yeah,
my next
you're
video on
starting
YouTube is going to
to-
be a makeup video. That's why I bought this light as well.
Which one of them? The 3-year video?
No, the one from Halloween, the makeup video.
Okay. Only from October.
6 months. It's not a
6
year
months
yet.
of editing. Yeah, okay. It's only 6-month video.
He's a gamer. He don't know what that is.
That's true. When you're a gamer, you
it's part
game
of my
until
brand,
5, 6 in the morning, right? Or when do you end? Is it 9 in the morning when you see the sun coming in? Then you go to sleep.
When it's summer, yes. When it's summer, yes. Like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
You can see the sun, and you're just like, oh god, I gotta sleep now.
Okay, so when the sun comes.
There was when World of Warcraft there came a new expansion. Me, Jerry, and Richard. It was 2 weeks went by without us seeing the sun. Every day, 7 in the evening, we met at the what's it called, petrol station, and that's when we had our morning coffee. And it was always dark outside, and when it's gone 2 weeks, everybody just said to each other, "Have we even seen the sun?" We've been gaming until the 4 in the morning for 2 weeks. Oh my god, it was such a good time, dude. Ugh.
Yeah, but that's the
why
thing.
gamers lose their girlfriends and their jobs.
I did that. I actually did that.
You lost your girlfriend and your job
Yeah,
because of gaming.
Yeah.
Too much
Well, I
gaming.
didn't lose my job because of gaming, but while gaming, I lost my job and my girlfriend.
Perfect.
But
But now you're back on your feet, man.
yeah. But the thing is,
Yeah, I see you're getting the goatee going on. You're gonna be like me and Dad soon. Oliver is never gonna get the goatee, so not talk about that. But we got a goatee, but we don't have hair. Oliver has hair.
I actually shaved before this.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
And I was on Discord with Jerry, and he was like, "Are you shaving your non-existent beard?"
It's the saying, like if someone has just a puny pipe here, then you say that you're gonna take it out with a towel. So that means you have it. But at least Oliver has hair on his head. But I heard that Jerry, are you losing it?
I've been losing
Show me.
for a while now. I've been
Show the stream.
losing it more and more. It's going, especially up here, going away, and I have like a little thing coming out here.
A little thing.
So
If you can see it.
I mean, that doesn't look too bad.
As cool as me and Dad.
And as you can see here,
Now you're vampire mode.
It's getting a little bit thin.
you can see how thin it is here, but here it's thick. See that?
A few more years and you're gonna have to have like the Donald Trump thing going on. Take it from one side to the other.
I don't think he will go bald.
When it's a wind, it goes like this.
I'm already doing that. But
Perfect.
yeah, since I was
who needs hair? Yeah, I know. How old are you now? 25?
24.
24? 24 now. I lost my hair when I was 21 or 22. It takes a few years after you lose your hair to, like, first you have to accept that you're a guy who loses hair. Then after a while you have to just cut it off, and then you have to accept how you look without hair. And after a while, it takes a while for those people who know you to transition, because first they're going to be, what, are you losing your hair? Are you losing your hair? And stuff like this.
Yeah.
And after that, then you get the confidence back. But for most people. But
oh, thank you, Hungry Yossi.
But
Oliver got good hair, he says.
Yeah. Oliver has like the perfect hair, and me and Jere got no hair.
Yoshi, trust me, I look in the mirror every day. Looking at my hairline, is this the day? Because both my dad, my big brother, and my little brother is losing. But Jerry is not losing as much as they did. So I'm still paranoid. And I don't think that paranoia helps. Not me balding.
Yeah. You're gonna get stress hair loss.
Yeah, but that's why it's better if you lose everything like instantly, and then you don't grow it back. Because I think it's for many guys it's very a hard thing, you know.
Miyavi says, must say short hair or bald is the way to go for men, though. I agree.
Yeah, I think it was at one point I was so happy when I heard this. It was a magazine or something who said that it's in now to be without hair. And they were like, girls were then running after Vin Diesel and guys like this. And,
I mean, the most followed guy on the internet is bald. The Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Dwayne
It's okay, Miyavi. I like to have my long feminine hair. It's good for my gamer girl, e-girl,
aesthetic,
makeup video stuff. I can't go bald here, you know. I'm gonna be an e-girl. With you.
I was actually thinking of buying those cat ears on the headset, but I couldn't find any that would fit just on any headset. They were all Razer specific.
Don't PewDiePie have his own?
Yeah, but they're for a specific Razer headset. I wasn't sure if they would fit on just any headset.
Oh, I thought it was his own designed headset.
Yeah, you got to compensate when you lose your hair. You have to have something else.
He has a partnership. He has a partnership with Razer, and he made Razer gear.
You could just make your own, dude.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. I would just buy one of those with the band that you put on. Take away the band, put it on the head somehow.
You like furries so much.
I like cats.
Little furry boy.
What about furries? I just like cats.
Yeah, that's the difference between you and me. When I lost my hair, I went to the gym for 10 years and I became beef. But you got furry.
Why do you think I was? Why do you think I was doing the jogging and home workout?
Yeah, that's why. That's why suddenly you got some new motivation. Yeah, but I am very jealous at Oliver at this point because he can still go to the gym. I bought a new T-shirt. You see, a new Adidas T-shirt. It's L, and I'm used to have L because I train a lot. But now no gym, and I buy an L, and it's like very long, and so yeah, I'm getting smaller. What about you, Oliver?
His ego is L-sized.
Oh Lord.
He wants to be tall as me as well. Lagging.
Yeah, it's perfect to lag
I'm
right
back,
there.
I'm back,
I
I'm
think
back.
I made it lag.
No, Robin. Yeah, so yeah, the gym is still open in Sweden. Most things are open in Sweden, actually. It's pretty
Yeah, I heard
nice.
it was
But
a
I
big
saw
debate.
in Finland they opened the gym as well.
Yeah, I think everything is like open.
And it's only
We're
you,
all good.
Malta. You're prison island. You have the
Yeah, we
sun,
have
but you have nothing else. You can get a tan, but you have nothing else.
You could get a 10, but you can't use it.
Actually, I was today in a very very beautiful place. It's called Popeye Village. It's from the actual Popeye movie with Robin Williams, and the sea is like crystal blue, and the city is it's built like almost a cartoonish. So the houses are a little bit bent, and the chimneys were bent every way, and it was really really nice place. So I went a little bit of swimming.
So Oliver, tell me about your shampoo. What do you call it? Conditioner routines, because everyone is complimenting your hair.
Oliver's hair is very thick. Thank you, guys. I actually just wash my hair once a week.
Right. So
And that's then I do with shampoo and what's it called? Hair mask conditioner. But once a week, that's the trick.
yeah.
Unless you like get really dirty hair fast. I don't know.
Our mom also does only cleans it once a week.
Because I have
think
so
that's very weird.
sensitive hair. So if I wash it all the time, it's gonna become really dry and stray.
Like, of course, you wash it with water, right? But
Yeah, water.
just the shampoo on Fridays.
Same with face. You shouldn't wash it too often if you have a sensitive face.
Yeah, but
Maybe
I had
second or third day.
I had the problem where, like, if I go a day without shampoo, my hair is incredibly greasy. Work at all.
But you know why?
And they're saying, oh, it's the routine. But I looked it up online, and it's like, dude, different hairs need different things. And I tried to do the routine thing when I was without a job, and I didn't go out at all. I just only
Didn't shower.
yeah. I didn't shower, and it still didn't work.
Yeah, this is
But
very,
I think if you
very
try it,
interesting.
like I've gone same with the face. I used to wash it all every day, and then I became really, really, really oily or dry the next day if I stopped doing it for like 1 month. But once it surpassed that point, you can just it gets used to it because your hair right now is used to showering every day, so it won't produce the natural oils, or it produces too much. But if you let it come back to its natural way, it's gonna be fine.
But I did that, and I've always had greasy hair my whole life. when I was younger, I didn't shower that often.
You mean you had greasy hair as a kid?
Yeah, I've always had greasy hair,
The oily
And I-
hair, the greasy haired guy.
and I don't clean my face that often because
Yeah, no.
then it ruin your.
It gets dry.
Yeah, and if you want to have the like in Japan, I heard that they are really into when you have white face. So
Yeah.
you don't you don't want to clean the whiteness out of it. Yeah,
True.
but
Like
the
when you're
hair
in
topic is
Asia.
very, very, very interesting, and I think a lot about it.
Yeah,
Once a week, I shave my head. That's it. But yeah,
No, but in
Cool.
Asia, almost every conditioner has this whitening powder in it because they want to be
Mm.
whiter, look European, and we want to be more black, look more African or Brazilian or something exotic.
yeah, that's why you have to be careful when you buy a brand of face wash or face what's it called, like moisturizer or anything that's from Japan, because they usually have
The whitening.
whitening in it, or then sometimes they also have like a very good sun protection. So
Yeah, and as you can see, Jerry on their routine.
yeah, yeah.
You know,
he likes everything that is from Japan gaming.
back in the day, like revolutionary times, whatever you call it. What it's
Oh,
called?
some history.
Renaissance era, right? Then you wanted to be white, so you'd look like you were rich, because rich people don't go outside; they only stay inside and have their servant outside, work. So if you get
Yeah.
sun, you look poor.
That's true.
Mm.
Basically, what I'm saying is, I'm rich.
Now the opposite is now you're brown, you have money to go on vacation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but
Especially
that
in the
is a
winter.
little bit changing too, because now if you are brown, that means that you work outside, and that is usually considered as a labor job and stuff like that. So it's different times have different like preferences.
Yeah.
I think at some point it was very, very good to be very voluptuous. Like women should be like this, because that means that you had more money and you could eat when
Eat a
people
lot.
didn't have money to eat.
Now if you look like that, it means you eat the cheap McDonald's food.
Yeah, and it means that you're soon gonna die, because now we know in our heads that if someone has good hips and is thin, they're gonna live longer, and they're gonna be able to carry your children or something like that.
I thought you were gonna say if you have good hips, you're soon gonna die. I was like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Hips don't lie. They don't lie.
Hips don't lie.
What are we gonna play today, Jere?
What are we gonna play? We're gonna play the snake game. Achtung, die Kurve.
Achtung, die Kurve.
Achtung.
Achtung!
Achtung!
That, for someone who don't know what that is snake, right?
Yeah, that's what I said. The snake game. Curve Fever.
Okay.
Pro, I think.
Always hungry Yoshi. I am 26 and Robbie is 32, I think. 33, 32.
33 now, I think.
Yeah, we were
Age
gonna
don't
play.
matter.
Yeah,
I think from now on I'm gonna be 33 every year.
Yeah, we were gonna play Overwatch after the.
You guys remember when?
Robbie, if somebody asks me how old are you over, I usually say 23 because that's been my the age I've seen myself as. Even
But
when
don't
I
you
was
remember
20.
when we were small? At least when I was little, and I asked Grandma how old she is, she was always 25, and it took very, very long
Grandma?
time for me. Yeah, farmor Doris. She was always 25 when I asked, and
She said
I
25
was,
to you.
yeah, and I was like 15 when I understood that. Okay, she can't be 25 anymore. Because every time I was like, oh yeah, she is 25. Maybe she's 27 now. I'm gonna ask.
What's the our parents' age, what's the first age you remember they being?
40.
For me, it's 37. How young was I then?
I understood what you meant correctly.
Yeah, like for me, the first age I thought my dad was is 37. Like I remember my first memory of my dad saying his age was 37.
Okay.
Okay.
That's weird.
My-
One of the first memories now that you remind me was when we were talking about hair. One of the first memories I remember from Dad was the first time he cut his hair. Like first time he got bald, because
You remember that?
he because
Nice.
he was, when he was 20 also like me, and like Jerry, he started to lose his hair. But what he did, because he was playing handball, and in that time in the 90s it was cool to have long hair, so he had really long hair. But even if he got baldings here, he still had long hair. You could have that in the 90s. If you if you're born like we are, it feels really weird, but in the 90s you could have that. So he had long hair even if he was bald for a long time. But I think he was like 25 or something like that. No, he has to be older, like 30, when he took it all off the first time. And I remember that because it was very much how do you say it? Like it was trauma. It was traumatizing for me
You
when he
got
did it.
traumatized.
Because he
Yeah,
changed so
really.
much.
He changed so much that I cried for hours, and my mom and dad, they didn't know what to do because I cried so much. It was my dad cutting his hair was traumatizing for me. I don't know how old I was. Like it's one of the first memories I remember. But and that is something in psychology that I talk about a lot, that it doesn't matter who you are, you have some kind of trauma from your past, and it can be like really stupid stuff. Yeah, there you see him. He's getting the same as Jerry. He looks like Jerry there, actually.
Legend.
Hello?
Oh.
Can you hear us? Yeah. So that's why I'm so traumatized then.
So what
Wow.
happens if I cut my hair off?
Yeah.
It all comes back to you.
No, all of your followers on Twitch is gonna, they're gonna flip out. It's gonna be a whole thing, you know. They're gonna be hydrate, stand still, stand still. They don't know what to do anymore.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now. What happened? Okay, when Oliver is trying to fix his
Let's
microphone.
take a short break and we'll be back with curve fever. If
Oliver, can you
see-
hear us?
We've seen the picture, Oliver. We already seen it. Wait, there he's bald.
Yeah. So he changed. We don't have to take the break yet, Jerry. Let's
What?
carry on and see if he. Can you hear us, Oliver? Okay, Jerry, I have a question to you.
Tell me.
Do you have any
Hello, can
near-death
you hear me?
stories? Yeah, I
Hello?
can
Can you
hear
hear
you
me?
now, Oliver. I can hear you.
All right.
Your second thing. No. You just take off it.
What are you saying?
What?
We got some small problems.
Can
Can you hear us, Oliver?
I can hear you, but it's the wrong.
Put on the microphones.
There we go. There we go. Can you hear
Okay,
me?
so now
Nice.
everyone is back.
I'm back, baby.
Yes, so Jerry, we were talking about near-death stories. I don't know why I took that topic out, but do you have any, Jerry?
Not really. Hey, Oliver, Yoshi says you need to post more YouTube videos. But yeah, I haven't really had
It's a
any.
near-death story.
That's a near-death experience. That's an actual death experience of his YouTube channel.
True.
I haven't really had any like near-death experiences, but I have had moments where I feel like I'm dying. You know, I've had these like panic attacks in the past, mostly at work. Like a couple years ago, I used to get like panic attacks at the grocery counter. So I'm just like, oh my god, I can't get out of here and I can't breathe, and I'm just like, and it lasted for like 4 hours or something. Leaving after work, I just went home and I just lying there in bed. And I'm like watching Netflix. And I also had the same thing. I had a huge hangover, and the hangover was so bad. I felt like, oh my god, it's gonna end me. And because I'm the panic attack, of course, just gets worse when you're like scared of actually dying. So it got so bad that I left my apartment to go to my mom's place because I needed help. So I was like, I'm actually gonna die now. I need someone to, call 911 in case I just pass out suddenly. And I went there and I was like 3 days at their house. It was so bad.
Nice.
Okay.
But that's like,
How,
yeah, say it, Robin.
yeah, no, say.
So you had these panic attacks because you didn't like the circumstances you had, or because of some bad thoughts?
I don't know, because I don't know, you feel like shit, and then you're just like, oh my god, this feels so bad, I'm gonna die, and that's when you're like,
And that's the thought that looped in your head, like,
then
fuck, I'm
it's
gonna die, I'm
over
gonna
because
die.
it's just gonna keep going worse and worse. Because the more you think you're gonna die, the more you're gonna feel that you're gonna die. You know. So then I read online, and it was like, just accept that you're gonna die. Works
Did you
every time. Yeah,
It works.
it works.
Because then you won't die.
No, because then you're like, it's okay if I'm gonna die.
Yeah.
And then you don't worry about it anymore, and then the panic attack goes away.
Don't be afraid to die, guys. We're all gonna do it someday.
It's actually very much more complicated than that. But
Yeah,
this
of
is very
course,
good
of
that you take up, because I think many of us have those kind of experiences without talking about them, and I think everyone listening to this have someone, they know someone who has also have these kind of experiences, and it's not a joke. It's not like you can just, oh, okay, I'm not having this panic attack right now. It's very serious.
It
But
doesn't have to be a panic attack either, just bad thoughts, like. Because panic attacks actually physically something happens from the thoughts. That's like your body telling, dude, stop fucking doing this now. It's getting too bad. But just bad thoughts, everybody has them, and it's good to talk about, especially boys. Keep talking away.
yeah, exactly. It's very very important for guys, especially because we have a harder time speaking about sensitive stuffs, because you always have to be, you gotta be tough, you gotta stand up tall and fight the world and stuff like that.
You my boy,
course.
you're not crying, my young boy.
Exactly. That is true, that you have to be strong, but you also have to understand that if you don't know how to you don't know how to be present in the moment, you don't know how to meditate, you don't know how to realize when these kind of thoughts come, then you're just fucked, and you don't know that you're fucked, and then these kind of feelings and this kind of stuff happen to you, and you have to Google it to understand what happens, and not everyone searches for help. But Jerry, if there's someone out there listening to this and having these kind of experiences, is there anything else than just accept that you're gonna die, because everyone is eventually gonna die? Is there any other help that you would say to them?
Don't worry about it. Just breathe.
Yeah.
One step at a time.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to call someone or whatever, like I am.
Yeah.
Just call somebody. Just go to your mom, like I did.
Or talk with
It
your
helped. It helped a
chat.
lot.
Yeah.
Or talk
Just
with
realized-
your in Twitch chat if you don't have
Yeah.
anyone to talk.
Come check out.
call.
Come check out my stream, and I'll give you live assistance. The best of my
Live
ability, of course.
From your own experience.
Yeah.
So my near-death experience or like story, I have many because I've been fucking around so much. But this one is actually a hero story at the same time. So my friend and I, this was like in 3rd grade. I was 9. We had been playing tennis, and he had his tennis bag, and we were running on what's it called, like the sand that they're building stuff with.
Your mic.
So they're like a track. What?
Never mind. You got the static problem again.
Is it better now? Oh, it's because my phone is near the mic, I think.
There you go.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there was this. What's the tractor in English? Is it the tractor?
You just said it in English.
Is it? Yeah. So there was this tractor, and it wasn't on yet, and we were playing on the sand hills that the tractor was gonna do stuff with because they were building there. And he put his bag on one of the sand hills, and the tractor was about to like grab the sand. Oh shit!
We're experiencing
tractor-
some.
There we go. The tractor,
Take
the
a
bag
break.
is there. He's my best friend's bag is on the sand hill, and the tractor is gonna grab sand from that hill. And I'm like, shit, dude. And he's like, oh no, because he was small and he was a little bit more afraid than me. I just ran there, I grabbed his bag, and the shovel is like taking. I just slide under it and take the bag, and the tractor goes. And I give it to him, and he's like, "Oh my god, you're such a hero!" And he was so thankful to me. He was like giving me ice cream for 3 days, and he told his mom, and his mom was so nice to me and stuff after that.
Nice.
So that's one of the stories. It was very nice, or like I remember it. Actually, it's sad I'm not friends with him anymore.
You gotta call him tomorrow
Uh,
and say, "Hey, you gotta give me a bag."
We used to play
Only
Legos
bit.
every day, like even if we were in like 3rd grade. In his room, pretty ashamed. Like we didn't tell anyone that we were playing Legos at his place because we were too old for that already.
don't be ashamed, guys. Do what you want. You're never.
And we were listening to Metallica because his dad was like a hardcore Metallica fan and ran his own CD shop store. We were listening to Metallica, singing in his room, playing with Legos. It's crazy.
Legos is the
You're never too old to play with Lego.
And I remember he had this neighbor that always knocked on the door, and we were always ignoring him because like it was actually his friend. But when he was with me, we were like the older guys. But when he was alone without me, he was always playing with this neighbor. But when I was there, he was pretending to ignore this guy. He was like, "Dude, I'm not friends with that guy. I'm not friends with that guy." But when I wasn't there, he was always playing with him.
You did the same thing to me.
I did the same thing to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were my younger brother. True. When my friends were around, you were not my brother.
Exactly.
Oh my god. I'm sorry for that.
Hungry.
I've been reflecting a lot about like my teenage years about my behavior against you. And I'm sorry for a lot of things.
That's okay. Hungry Yoshi asks, would you rather know what you die from or when you got to die?
Oof.
So when or how?
When? Because then I wouldn't be paranoid. Like, example, if it was a tractor shovel, that's gonna kill me. Every time I see a tractor, I'm gonna fuck guys, get out of here. We gotta leave. There's a tractor near me. Or like when you're on the road and there's a tractor just slowly going there, And you're like, just let me pass this one. But you're not gonna fucking pass him because you're gonna do everything in your life to not die from that tractor. So I would pick when.
If it's something really weird.
Yeah.
You're gonna get hit by a shoe and then fall
You
down.
died from a banana.
You're gonna slide on a banana. You're gonna have no bananas ever inside. You're gonna be like, "Where's the banana?"
If somebody's eating a banana in the gym, you're like, oh,
Exactly.
get out of here.
But that's actually how people feel right now about the virus. I think they are so paranoid that, like,
I think people have calmed down though. I feel like that.
there was one who died in Malta, the first one who died from being paranoid about.
From paranoia.
What?
Yes. So here's the story. This guy, he was so paranoid that he was afraid to get in the virus, and now they have open shops. And outside of his house, there is a shop. And this shop, they started becoming a line, and the line started to become closer to his house. And then he came out of the house and he screamed to them, "No, you can't be here. Don't be here in the line. No. This is not good. Don't come closer to my house." Because he was afraid to get the virus from them.
Why would he go outside and talk to them?
Because
You're just
if you're
increasing
if
your
you're in the head,
exposure.
you're in the head.
If you just close the door.
So he made such a commotion that the policemen had to come to the place. So someone called the cops, and then he went inside the house and he locked himself in, and they couldn't come in. And then they come in, and when they come in, they have to be far from him, and then they had to get a doctor there. This doctor came to the place, and what then happened was the doctor had to calm him down, so he gave him a shot of something. I don't know what it was, but it was the wrong thing. He was allergic and he died.
I shouldn't laugh, but
I am not 100% sure if this is a true story, but that's what I heard, and that's what I read in the news. So you can kill someone by bringing fear into the people.
Yeah, but I don't know.
They have done that.
A guy like that would probably, it's not the coronavirus. He's just, he's flipped in the head. Anything would scare him
but
off.
a lot of people right now, they are very, very paranoid about, like, the guys who used to clean their hands 10 times a day.
Yeah.
How many times do you think they clean their hands now?
those who are afraid of human bacteria already.
I have a customer who is afraid of humans.
I know this customer,
and
I used to have him as well.
it hasn't changed him at all. It's it's better for him now.
He's like,
He's
hey,
more-
welcome to the club,
because
guys.
people
He's more, exactly. He's more comfortable now because everyone else is like him.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Hungry
But
Yoshi
yeah,
in the chat. Hold on. Always, Oliver was the type of brother that will tell Jerry, "Don't make me look like a loser." But when Jerry and Oliver is both at home, Oliver will pick on Jerry. No, that's not true. I wasn't picking on him. We were playing games together. We were having a fucking good time, man. Especially on the weekends when we were home alone.
On Fridays, I beat him up.
Yeah, that's Jerry's story. I was a good bro. We had all of us three had such a good time
I was
together.
on the balcony throwing things at people on the road. All right, nice. The guy, the Corona guy. Apparently,
You read about it?
Uh-huh. Tell
Yes,
us. What does the news say?
Reg XXX in the chat said he was on the balcony throwing things at people on the road.
Okay.
When he was
Oh,
screaming.
that's
at
why they
people.
calm him down.
Yeah, that's why. No, that's why they called the cops, right? Because he was
Aha,
throwing things at
okay.
people.
Yeah, that's very interesting.
But hey, I mean, if it was America, he was throwing things at people on the road. The cops are coming there. They're all swatted up, ready
No,
to
this was
go,
Malta.
and he's like, "No, you can't come near me. The corona," and then he's like pulling out,
Yeah.
I don't know, a face mask, and then he's dead.
Mm.
You just shot him.
Yeah, they have very
I
weird.
saw a video of a guy. He was like he had a party or whatever. The police are there. It's like a camera. The American police have like a camera on their person at all times. You can see, and you can see from the perspective of a guy with like an assault rifle. On his assault rifle, it says like, "Don't ask questions, kill people" or something. Yes, yeah, he's like signed it in there. He's a badass or whatever. And then they're screaming, commands at the civilian, like, get down, and when you're listening to it, you're like, oh my god, what are you even saying? He's saying like, put your hand in your ass and put the flip and the flap and the blah 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 blah. And the guy is like, oh my god, what am I doing? And he's like laying on the ground. Then he sort of goes down with his hands into his pocket, and shoot him. And he died in real life.
Yeah, there's a lot of these stories coming out. People just trying to be calm and not make a commotion, and the policeman just flips out and he's hungry for
doing something, being the hero.
Played too much Call of Duty
in their own head, like
yeah.
Because that's some people just become cops for just that reason, for action.
Yeah, it's like the bouncers as well.
Yeah, oof. I work at the clubs. I've seen bouncers use their power to like wrong stuff. Just random people being drunk, and they treat them like prisoners.
But guys, the world is not only evil. There's a lot of good stuff out there, and we have a very good stuff for you coming out right now. But before that, we're gonna talk about what have we done this week. Jerry, you were sick all week, but you have probably planned a lot of great stuff for next week. I made 2 videos last week. Go check them out at Robbie Wilhelm on my YouTube. And then Oliver, you posted Instagram post this week. Can you show it to the people?
This week I've been working out. I've been working, and I've been playing a lot of video games with my brother Jerry.
That's great.
This is my picture.
Yeah, but it had a record amount of likes, no?
It's not a record. 850 likes.
Okay.
850 likes.
That's I think that's half of all of my followers.
That's about 100
3 times your
no, that's about like on Instagram it's
this one
like
it went
80 times.
It went trending in Asia. It has 4,300 likes.
4,000. Okay.
4,000. Trending in Asia over here. All right.
Trending in Asia.
Yeah, because I hashtag Bali or something, and then started showing up on all the Indonesian phones or something.
Nice.
Good stuff.
Last week I was sick. I missed a lot of videos, missed a lot of streams. I got nothing accomplished, but I did play some Overwatch. And you know what? I'm getting pretty good. So maybe so we're probably going to be streaming it next week. But also we're going to do some Marios. Got to get back into the Marios, do the jumps, do the loops, do the floops and the bloops and the bloops. So hopefully, now that I've been gone, you guys have some nice levels for me to play, right? Because you've been making them still, right? And on YouTube next week, Monday, we're going to release the BroCast episode that I missed. Should have uploaded it. Sorry. And on Tuesday, this episode is coming right up on the YouTube tabs. And after that, we'll go back to some Marios. We got to finish the Wolf thing. And Spelunky. This is more.
Great.
Yeah.
But you'll be back on schedule, right? Like on your streams.
Yeah. Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday streams. And every day on Yep, that.
And what we
I might
understood
stream next week as well.
exactly.
Isn't,
What day,
isn't
Oliver?
that what you said last week?
But I've been saying for 3 weeks, man. And I'm still editing that video you got there, man.
Oh
I'm
my
still
God.
editing that video.